No, and fell straight down again.
I saw that, Mark.
I
was dancing.
Is Mark causing trouble again?
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, Mark.
Hello, Mark. Hello,
Hi.
people in the chat. Hello, people in the chat. Do you know I should find my phone and share this out, shouldn't I, really?
Yeah.
It's all right. I'm already on it.
Okay, cool.
You know what? Yeah, I reckon I should do that as well. Where are we on? We're on there. Right.
I'm just tired.
Are you going to get your phone out as well, Dan?
Hey, mate.
You're going to get your phone out as well?
You got my phone
Do you
on.
know how to use your phone, Dan?
No. No.
I didn't think so.
I want one of the kids to come up.
Eric, how are you?
Good. Tired a
Good.
little bit, but good.
And Lo, how are you doing?
Absolutely fine.
Oh, she's concentrating. We'll come back to you in a minute then.
Aye,
We have to.
sorry.
And Parker's all right.
Just tired, working hard.
Yeah.
You know what it's like, but it's what it is.
Yeah, apart from you not having a shave, you look quite slick today.
Finished work, so I couldn't have a 6 hour shave before 7 o'clock, so I'll wait
Just
until
a
after
nice
the
little
show.
bit of bum fluff there.
I need John to lick it off.
John, you don't
Yeah.
you bring my John into it.
Look at mine, though. Mine's growing really good.
How's Mr. Aliens guy?
I am absolutely fine.
Good.
Tired, very tired, but that's about it.
Oh, here we go.
Well, you're entitled to be tired. Come
Hi,
on,
Robert.
come on.
William.
Hello, young William.
Hey, sir.
Hi, Will.
Hello, Sarah.
How are you, Daniel?
Hello,
Well,
everybody.
I was all right until I looked at the actual picture of myself. I look like a fat Arthur Asky. Hello, Playmate.
I remember.
Oh, thank you.
Arthur Twatsky.
I thought those glasses make you look more from like Harry Potter.
Look, the 40s. The 40s.
No, exorcisms.
It's kind of mine.
Yeah.
Exercise.
Hagrid.
You're waiting.
Exercise.
Oh, Wayne.
Hi, Wayne.
And
Hey,
here's
Wayne.
Hi,
Rita.
Ryan. Hello,
Hi,
Mama. Mama Rita. I'm driving and listening.
Hiya, Bobby.
Right, Dan, don't make Bobby laugh too much
I'll
because
try
he's
not to.
driving. He's driving and he needs to concentrate on the road.
I've seen
Hey?
him driving. A good laugh will make him drive better, I would think.
Speaking about that, I'm going to need someone to help me drive over there when I get over there.
Don't need
Oh,
Dan
okay.
drive.
If you drive
Yeah,
like that,
don't ask.
it's
Don't
No.
ask Dan.
No.
Don't ask Dan.
not if you want to get somewhere quick.
Speeding point for my license.
I'll let you drive my car, Eric, for practice. How's that?
Okay.
You drive my car
but-
if you want.
Eric, you got to learn how to swear like an Englishman as well, though.
Yeah, I know. I got a lot of things I have to learn over there.
Like when you say wanker, you got to say wanker.
Yeah.
Or if you're up north, you say wanker.
And when you say "fuck you, bloody," it's got to be "fuck you, bloody" in it.
Or fucking you bloody.
Yeah, fucking you, bloody.
I am going to be kicking
And
your
of course-
fucking fist
There's also Rachel's favourite. Fuck you, you fucking toilet.
in.
Toilet, you
You
toilet.
toilet.
I think we all need an exorcism at this rate, to be honest with you.
Yeah, exercise our language.
I thank you, William. You can show.
There you go. William will show you.
Hey,
William's an old hand at it.
Yeah, William's a good driver. 100% on both sides of the road. I can
And he's
vouch for
probably he's been over here enough, so he's probably more English than he is anything else now.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Oh,
Is that
Steve,
your Steve?
sorry.
Is that Naked Man?
No, Naked Man's away visiting his mum in the hospital.
Oh no. Oh,
I
So,
heard about that movie. Sasquatch
Oh.
Senior. I didn't realize it was supposed to be a comedy though.
Oh, it sounds like a comedy, doesn't it?
It
sounds
is.
like it sounds
It
like
sounds
a porno to me.
Well, yeah, it basically is. I mean, I saw the next preview for it, and there's like Sasquatch humping in the field and two Sasquatch watching them, and I'm like, what are
It
you
sounds
doing?
like one of those Animal House comedies.
Mhm,
yeah.
Hound dog gonna eat that pussy. Is this that
Today we're
Sasquatch
talking about
one you're on
exorcism.
about that shows the family and it shows them like having a dump and doing other things and this, that, and the other? Because
Yeah.
the actors came out and said, yes, it's an art film. It's an
Oh.
art film. We did it as an art project.
I hate
Made it.
actors get on my tits.
Oh, Sarah, those Welsh sign. What's that longest name? The train station one that ends up.
Go, go, go.
Go,
Yeah.
go.
Eric, you'll have no problem driving over here because, I mean, you've got a DeLorean. So, hey, it's Irish.
Yeah.
It can fly.
I've never performed an This is a question.
Can you bring back Juice WRLD? It'd be nice if you could bring back
Oh,
Juice
that
WRLD,
too.
wouldn't it?
I don't even know what that is. But
I've been to the
no,
gym.
I've never.
Have any of you performed an exorcism?
I've been there when a few have been performed, yeah.
Okay. Do you want my opinion?
Sure.
None of us,
How long have we got?
absolutely none of us, have got any rights to perform an exorcism.
No, I haven't.
Who
But
are
the guy I
we?
was with, was actually officiated by the church. So he did have the right to do it, but I didn't get involved in the exorcisms itself. I stayed up. I didn't want to get involved in any of that crap.
Yeah.
Don't want to get involved in any of that. But I was there a few times when he carried it out. I would wait outside for him. But it's done over a series. It's not done in one sitting. It's done over a series of quite a long complex. Yeah, quite a long complex activity. What have you?
I got a question in regards to exorcisms and stuff like that. Like, because my views on good and evil and this, that, and the other. I think there's good and evil in everything, literally everything. All animals, all humans, out there in the cosmos, everything. I think angels and demons have been misconceived back then when we knew fuck all, and they're actually people from different dimensions, different planets, and they had a scrap here on our planet, and that's why you got the good guys who are the angels and the bad guys who are the demons. However, if these
That's ontology, isn't it?
If some of these are energy beings, do you reckon they can actually take over some of us? And do you reckon that the exorcisms actually work, or do you reckon that the things inside are spouting all this crap just to go, do you know what, I'm going to go along with this?
I'm not like that in the sense that I think that there's a genuine marked difference between good and evil. And I think that this spiritual warfare is what's going on at the moment. I'm not saying I don't believe in people from other planets. Of course I do. To deny that would be complete and utter sheer lunacy and ignorant, But I do think
hold up,
reality...
addicted to narcotics. I don't do drugs.
I don't know who. Should I?
There's a lot of Twitch people right now and I've found this even when I've been doing my shows. There's a lot of people coming on at Twitch being really, really cheeky.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, it's all right, dude. But no, I don't do drugs whatsoever. I've had cancer 9 times, 9 cancer operations, and 2 lots of chemo. So I don't smoke. I don't do coke. I don't do anything apart from if I'm feeling really frisky, maybe a Viagra.
That's your drug of choice.
But to be fair, right, I'm a spiritualist medium. Okay, so I was brought up Church of England. I did go to church. I went to spiritualist church.
No, I don't.
And these exorcisms, I have no right. And just because I pretend to, and listen to the words I'm saying, pretend to the families involved, I can exorcise this ghost, which might quieten things down because they're in the mindset, yes, she can do it, yes, she can do it. But I have no rights whatsoever. And to be honest, if there was something that had crossed to the other side, I have no idea what it's like over there. No. I don't know exactly what it is, how the energy is playing and all the rest of it. I don't understand any of that. Yeah. So when it comes to doing these exorcisms, unless you are ordained by the church and you have that faith and you strongly believe it, they are not going to work. End of.
I've got an open question for you, right? Do you think, I mean, hello, it's me. You got me on the show. I've got a gob. Do you think that for people who are
what
inherently religious, Bible Belt, Irish Catholic, this, that, and the other, because my dad and his family, my dad was going to be, he was in the seminary, he was going to be a priest. He got thrown out for battering a male priest who tried it. And he was caught smashing his head against the floor. And that's when he became SAS. Do you think that these people who are inherently religious, and it's in there and it's doctrined in because it's all they've known all their life, do you think these ones that suddenly, and they're the ones that normally get possessed, do you think they get possessed by possibly energy beings because they're the easiest ones to get into and control because they're convinced that they're possessed by the devil?
No.
Or
my personal opinion is no. It's they can't deal with life, and the first route they should be taking is that of seeking medical assistance in whatever way, shape, or form.
That's the problem. Most of it is psychological. Most of it is stressing through the proper channels. It definitely. Dan, the thing is, an exorcism is so rare. Sorry, Viv.
I just wanted to interrupt for a minute. Are you going to do a song for Chantel to make her laugh?
Do you know what? It might bust her staples or stitches, but I will do one next time.
Okay.
But I will just say to her, Chantel, when you're over here, you can have me.
Poor woman.
What?
Let's go.
One time offer.
Now she's not going to want to come
nipple clamps on for you.
That'll make you better.
He literally looked like he went, "Oh, thank you."
I just want to say to all the ladies out there, that's an offer that's only open to Chantel. So, don't get too jealous. There's plenty of me to go round, but unfortunately, I'm all hers when she comes over. Oh, shit. Love you, really, Chantel.
Yeah.
Have you seen
I'm so glad you're on the mend, love.
The Pope's exorcism.
Put that one back. What did she say?
I'm quiet.
I'm fine, thanks.
Oh, you're Tim.
He's still quiet.
I'm still quiet. It's fine. I'm just.
It's contemplating.
Everyone else's.
Well, like I was saying before, though, I mean, you can't literally get rid of something. They got to, one, want to move on, and two, you can't destroy energy, so you can't get rid of it. You can make it go somewhere else, but.
The trouble is where you said, well, I don't know if you can move it. I don't think you can. I think that through the rites of exorcism through the church, you probably can. But I don't think that, like Viv says, I don't think we've got the rights. I was doing my sort of need to laugh, blow us a kiss, Jay. Oh, right. I offer myself up to you and you want Jay to blow you a kiss.
Yeah. I wondered where he was going with that. All I heard was him say, "You wouldn't take a blow," and then
Smart like a man in uniform.
Bless you, Chantel.
Yeah,
do you think exorcists? What I was trying to get at, do you think that because they're staunchly religious, do you think that it gets in? Although most of it is mental health, do you think it gets in somewhere into the hindbrain, and because they're staunchly religious, that's when they start fighting it and coming out of it and whatever else?
I think there's a point there. I think personally, that what happens is that people are so religious, they're evil to conquer it, to conquer goodness or decency and love and what have you, and light. It therefore wants to take control of it. So by that, it's a score, isn't it? But if you'll notice, I mean, things are getting a little bit. I mean, anybody with any sight at the moment can see that things are. There's turmoil. There's trouble. The world's in a position I don't think it's ever been before.
Can I just say
spiritually?
Something? We've not mentioned this, and this is a lot to do with religion, right across the board. Mediums, whatever you want to call it. There's two words we're missing out here, and it's called brain and washing.
Well, I was actually going to say that, but it's a bit like, while I'm sitting here listening to you guys, it's a bit like cults. like, say I was a cult leader and you were all my followers.
A bit like what?
Cults.
No, if you got to take
right. I'm half deaf, and all I heard was "hit, hit, hit," and I'm like, "What?" So yeah.
Sorry, I got a bit distracted there. So so it's a bit like if I was the leader, you were the followers, it would be easy to keep telling you guys, like saying Eric, you're invincible. I mean, you're immortal. Yous guys, yous will never die. See, if you keep telling somebody the same thing over and over and over again, they're going to get it in their head. And I think, no offence to MD, but I think religion is a lot like a cult. Like, you could brainwash and, you know, you will go to hell if you do this. You will go to hell
if like a cult.
if you commit it.
Society, friend groups, they're all representative of a cult in a way because you dedicate yourself to certain particular, facets. So cultism runs right through. I think that it is the essence of the human race. Even things like football hooligans, when they get together, they say it's tribal. Well, that's a form of cultism in itself.
Yeah, it's a cult,
picking sides and what have you.
Cat
contact.
Yeah, Eric's got these cat.
Oh, kitty cat.
Wait, I don't know where my cat's
and
go.
Ghosty. Hey, baby.
For those of you who don't know, watching this, that's Ghost, the paranormal pooch, and she is a fully fledged member of the Dark Mirror radio show.
There you go.
Yeah, she's
and
also
my cat.
She's the best looking member of the Dark Mirror group. To be honest with you.
Can I just say something really important here?
She's got that hiding Robert.
This is really, really important. And Mark, I'm surprised you haven't mentioned it. Can we all wish a very special happy birthday to a man who is ever so cool, who turned 80 today?
Daniel.
Huh?
Daniel.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much.
You don't know?
Go on.
George Lucas. Happy birthday, George Lucas.
No, I saw a tweet Mark Hamill posted on Twitter earlier. Yeah, happy birthday. The Force! Yes.
The Force is strong with you.
It's upside down, but the Mandalorian.
He's having a bit of a row with this. He's having a bit of a row with
Disney. Is all this stuff. This nonsense.
A row what? Sorry, Dad?
He's still having a bit of a row on a set too with Disney over their woke bollocks that they've been putting in there. A lot of their films.
Actually, George Lucas has a lot of input and actually runs those films.
No, he wanted to take it back, didn't he? There's a big court case apparently.
Well, Rob works on some. He worked on some of the Star Wars films, and according to Rob, he has very much free reign.
Yeah, but I'm not too sure. Disney are they've been arseholes, haven't they, with him? Because last year, I think it was last year or the year before, you know about this, Mark. Wasn't it going to be a big court case because he threatened Disney that if they carried on going down the woke route that he would pull.
Yeah. It's the same as Star Trek stuff. It got ridiculous. I used to love watching Star Trek. Not Explorer, the one with the ship that could spin and jump to the other side of the galaxy. That one.
Oh,
yeah. Discovery.
That's it. And I used to love that, and it got so woke, I just turned it off. I couldn't watch it anymore. Absolutely.
It's gone down the same route, isn't it?
Yeah. George Lucas said you can't do that because there's all sorts of different types in the galaxies, which he's absolutely spot on. There's probably sexes out there we don't even fucking know about. But, you know. He said don't do all this woke nonsense because it's not Star Wars, it's not canon, it's not what we do.
No, it's because the thing with a lot of this wokeness is it makes things divisive, doesn't it? Really, it creates splits rather than pulls people together. Anyway, that's politics. We'll get away from that.
I got to tell you something. You know why I was taking a photo just now?
Oh, bless her.
Cute.
Oh, bless. But
and now the other cat's back. Look, here you go. Here's the other cat. That's young Bob.
He's hitting the elf bar.
Bob.
Oh.
And he's sniffing her ear as well. That's Bob. There you go. That's 2 with a cat. Right.
You won't see John.
Well, he's done. Do you know what? He's noticeable by his absence, isn't he?
John.
Yeah. Where is he? He's
I must
probably,
admit,
he's probably hanging off your head.
You barely see John
Across
these
here,
days.
isn't he?
Bless him.
I just tell him, Jon Snow, you know nothing, Jon Snow.
Jon Snow. He's got his sword there. Be careful.
Ghost.
He's got his sword in your house.
Ghost, because Ghost was Jon Snow's direwolf.
I
That's
know.
Yeah.
Jon Snow knows nothing.
Yeah.
Is he? I thought he'd be older than that, George Lucas.
He's in your.
He's 80, Viv, you say?
He's 80, today.
80.
Yeah.
I tell you what, when you think he literally took one of the ballads of Gilgamesh, he took the Legend of the Anunnaki, because all that stuff, including
Based on
lightsabers,
it.
is actually in there. Yeah,
It's clever,
in
isn't
there.
it?
The moon that can destroy a planet, that's in there. The refugees leaving their planet and fleeing and finding a safe place, that's in there.
On dinghies.
I want a lightsaber. I really do. I want my own lightsaber.
I have a lightsaber.
I'd also like that sound effect every time I go to the toilet. So every time I unzip.
Oh, that'd be good.
Every time, that'd be hilarious. Can you imagine that in a petrol station garage? You just stand there, go out, and you just see a load of blokes going.
Oh dear.
I need
Dan
to get
got
out.
moves. He has got moves.
They're all in the wrong place. That's the unfortunate thing.
Yeah, never. He's got those moves like Jagger.
I've got the moves like Jagger.
I love that song.
He's got the moves like Jagger. That's what he has.
You're right, Parker.
I'm all right, mate. Yeah, just a busy day at work. I'll tell you after the show, but yeah, it's all right.
No, don't.
Yeah,
we'll have a chat after.
For everyone in the chat, can I just let you know a secret about Parker? You know his name's Parker. He really is Spider-Man.
Peter Parker.
Peter Parker.
Yeah, me, I love Spider-Man too.
Spider-Man. Yeah, you wouldn't like Parker Spider-Man, trust
No,
me.
I don't want Parker Spider-Man.
Okay, I'm lost.
Ooh.
I'm lost.
That's you.
So what are we
Exorcism.
talking about anyway? Exorcism.
How do you know?
Exorcisms.
And we were talking about exorcism and mental health and stuff.
Yes.
Well,
I would deal a lot it for money as well. It could be the fact that a lot of them are conning these people for money, because it's not the first time that I've seen a lot of people who claim that they're doing everything for the church or whatever, and they're walking about with private planes, gold watches.
Oh, the ones
The
in
best
America are, aren't they?
food.
What that happened
Yeah.
a few weeks ago.
The evangelists.
Yeah. The American Bible Belt. That one
Who's
that
the
you were on
guy,
about.
who's the
who
guy in
was-
America? There's one guy in America who's got quite a thin-looking guy, and he looks proper evil. And he's
There's
one of these
one-
I'm sure he is.
and he's got the
There's one
private
that got
jets and all that. I
quizzed
can't
about
think of his
his private
name.
plane,
He's
wasn't
proper nasty.
Yeah. There's one who got quizzed about his private plane because he bought one, and his
That's the guy.
answer to that was, "Well, it was a steal that came, oh my god, it was a steal that came up on Amazon.
He's the same guy who
I
said
just had
that
to buy it."
I can't get on the plane. He went with ordinary people like you. He said because I'm not allowed. Jesus doesn't want me on a plane with demons.
Well, I wonder if that's the same guy that was in Religiously when Bill Maher was going across America and challenging all sorts of religions. It wasn't just Catholicism; it was a lot of other religions that he was challenging. Because that's where it came into my head about the guy who. It's an interesting one.
I'm not.
All of us apart from
Moses
Eric.
is not.
Eric's
Neither
not,
am
neither's low.
Well, Lois is at the top in a little tiny principality called Scotland.
No, Lo stays in her own
Owned
little
by
world
England.
with unicorns and
The drugs help.
yeah, it does.
But you know what?
Exorcism, I think, is something that helps ease the tortured minds of people who are overtly religious and got mental health issues, and I do think it helps ease them.
I don't know, because I've actually seen somebody who is actually
No, you do
possessed.
as well, Robert.
And this was in the Middle East, and exorcisms in the Middle East have been going on for
They're
millennia.
different, aren't they? They're for jinns and things like
Millennia,
that.
yeah. That it's a whole different ball game over there, and they don't talk about exorcisms like we do over in the West.
Yeah, it means Protestants.
It's completely different.
Yeah.
And even now, like even in the West, it's changing. People other than the church can do, supposedly can do exorcisms.
Yeah.
People that claim to have done a course can do exorcisms. A course that you buy online, you can do an exorcism.
Do you know what really gets on my tits?
Really dangerous.
And I'm sure you'll back me up on this, Viv. These people that turn around and say, I can do clearances.
Oh, God, don't tell
But no, you can't.
Seriously.
Say that again, Dan.
No.
Hey, mate.
What did you say? Sorry.
Sorry, people that say, I can do clearances. No, you can't.
Right. Yeah.
You can't.
No.
Right,
know. You know the Middle Eastern thing? Middle Eastern exorcisms. When you look at when you look at the Middle Eastern their versions of demons, the jinns and everything like that, if you look into their mysticism, they say they're not from here and they're not from hell, they're from out there.
Mm.
And that's the one thing I wouldn't mess with.
No.
Yeah.
But the other thing that the Middle East is very sort of, and they still believe in to this day, is doing exorcisms for people that have been cursed. And there are. I'm not going to get
That's
fully
a big
into
thing
it.
out there, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
Curses and cursed people, wasn't it?
If you find black feathers, it's a curse and all that sort of thing, and you have to get them in from the mosque to come in, and it's a big thing. Not black magic, it's a curse.
I'll tell you what I was watching earlier was a video of an imam that had fallen asleep whilst doing his call to prayer. And he's snoring, and all you got is these people there, and all the towers, and all you can hear is coming through the speakers is
what, he's snoring.
What do you reckon the curses? Do you reckon curses work if you believe, or do you reckon they don't work if you go like? Pfft? What do you reckon? Do you reckon there's something in there, something in black magic or mysticism? Or...
I think, to be honest, it's power of suggestion.
Yeah.
Again, it all comes back down to power of suggestion. And
how much you've been brainwashed.
Yeah. See, if you really think it, all reality, it all comes down to powers of suggestion.
Yeah, I agree.
And if you believe,
how do you think a lot of the churches keep control of their flock? It's through fear.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's through terror.
Do you know what? We were talking about religion last night on last night's show, and I was talking to Wayne earlier. We had a video chat, and we were yapping about it, and we were saying, like on the show and everything, that it is literally that. Religion is a way for man to control man, get them to bend to their will, get money, get food, get this, that, and the other, arms, like ALMS. And it's just a way of controlling the masses. And then you look at the Vatican's archives, and in there is proof that we're not alone. We're not from here originally, and there's people before us, there's precursors and all that stuff. If they released all that stuff, religion would just go.
Yeah.
I love I don't know what their name is, but they said, "Have you ever conducted or experienced an exorcism live?"
Roadblock.
I was involved in an extreme case, and the family wanted the property exorcised by a Catholic priest. It took us 18 months to write reports, to gain evidence, to get everything together for that priest. And there's only 2 in this country. He was one of them. And he then goes through everything and decides whether it is warranted.
He decides,
and then it goes to his bishop, And he goes through everything to see if it's warranted. And then it goes to Rome, and it's the Vatican itself, themselves, that decide whether the exorcism is warranted. We had to go through all that red tape, and it comes back down through the channels from them to the bishop, from the bishop back to the diocese, to the exorcist himself. And then he makes one last decision whether he's going to conduct it or not.
Yep.
And he did it. And I didn't witness it, but I witnessed the aftermath, and it wasn't a pretty thing. So, yeah, there is a lot of red tape when it comes to an exorcism through the Catholic Church that I have experienced, if you like, behind the scenes.
Mm.
Yeah. Lovely people, but, yeah, it didn't work.
Well,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it can. In fact, there's a lot of scientists now that are putting their neck on the line and saying that there is a creator.
Yeah.
They believe there is a God. There is a, call him what you want, but there is a creator. There is a God. They believe that that's
Yeah.
you can take that to the bank now. There's so many.
Anunnaki.
This is what I mean. In the last few years, particularly last year or so, science has really opened itself up, and it's really opened its mind to accepting that, you know what
Yeah.
we perceive to be reality isn't necessarily reality.
Mhm.
And then they're talking about now, I mean, what was it, 13 or 14 it might be at the moment, that they think that they've got a handle on 14 different dimensions adjacent to this one. So who knows?
I've said that before.
I believe in God completely, and I am religious to the sense, in the respect that I follow, or I try to follow as best as I can the teachings of the Bible. But by the same token, you've got to be careful, because you can go so far the other way that you end up the arse of it.
I believe there is something else, and I believe there is a higher energy, whatever. I'm not sure I believe in gods and demons as we foresaw them millennia ago. I think they were completely misunderstood beings. But even in the Anunnaki scrolls and texts and the legends about them, they say there is a higher being higher than them, and if this being knew what they were doing, they would get in lots of trouble.
But you look at the Bible, and people have ridiculed me for this. But this is a fact. The Bible itself is actually, it's telling you about all the things that are going on today are actually in that book, and it's even talking about things like the Nephilim, and they're saying things like the demons that they laid with normal women, human women, and as a result, their produce was giants.
The thing
So
I
you're
want
talking about
to know,
demons laying with ordinary women.
I find that really difficult to believe, because when you read into the Anunnaki and stuff like that, these things are like 15 foot tall.
See, I don't give the Anunnaki any credit, to be honest with you. I think that's, to me, that's just a fairy tale.
I used to think it was, until some of the rabbit holes I've gone down through, and some of those have gone, oh. But my thing is, these giants, because we all know about the red-haired giants with the 2 rows of teeth and everything. These things are like 15 foot tall plus. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, but most women are between, say, 5 foot and 6 foot. So take that into account. Take an Anunnaki's or a giant, which is going to be German sausage. How the hell is a human being female going to take one of those?
No, but that's the thing, though, isn't it? They're demons, but they produced the offspring became giants. The demons weren't giants, just the offspring became giants. But you look at Native Americans, and they talk about red-headed giants.
That's right, with 2 rows of teeth.
You know. I'm not saying. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I'm not saying the Anunnaki aren't real. What I'm saying is, I don't think they're what people think they are. I don't think that the aliens are what people necessarily think they are. But this is just me.
Can I say something? Right. The giants still exist today, but they exist in a different way, right? In more ways than one. I have a friend.
Possibly be one.
Yeah, but I have a friend who suffered this gene, or that something was wrong with his. Is it the thyroid? The giant
they don't
gene.
start. Yeah, they can't. Yeah.
And he grew to 7 foot something. It was quite very, very tall. But along with that, his bones grew too quickly for him, and he had operation after operation to have bits shaved off here and jaws rebroken, bits taken off and reset and all the rest of it. And he lived a very short life as a result of, because of the gene that he carried, the tall gene. And there's a guy that, again, he has the tallest man in England works in the London Tombs. He's not of British descent, but he's now here as a British citizen.
Turkish guy?
No, he's not Turkish. He's Eastern European. But he also has this tall gene, and he uses it to his advantage. I mean, he does this tourist attraction and scares the living bejesus out of people. But we are missing these little elements where, is this gene that is it something that was carried from these giants previously? Is it a defect? You know, could it have happened back then? Are we missing a point here? Is it human nature? I don't know. I'm just throwing that in there. That these giants haven't gone away. They are still there.
They're
but
still
not
there,
in the way.
yeah. The genetics is still there, yeah.
Well,
Definitely.
if you look at all the different races that are now being found, the Denisovans, the Forensis, those ones, they originally thought there was us and cavemen and one other, and now they turned around and said, yeah, there's nearly 50 different types of hominids that were about. Why couldn't there have been a giant one? There's so many legends passed down through tribes all over the world, including the Aboriginals, Africans, South American, all that lot, and then, as I say, the Denisovans, which were the Russian ones. There's all these ones about red-headed giants in Africa and, again, all over the world. Always red-headed, always with the 2 rows of teeth. What were they?
You know, what I find interesting is that the fact
Yes,
she's
Lord.
laughing at you. Is she on drugs?
I'm laughing because every time Mark says that, all I can hear is English, and my ears calling me the red-headed devil and the red-headed demon. Every time I can hear him in my ears, every time Mark's saying that.
But going back on the Anunnaki, scientist guy explained that's the race that they are. Like, if we were to go to a different planet, we'd be humans, you know.
Yeah.
That's what he was talking
Anunnaki
about.
just means spaceman in the old language. That's all it means. So wherever we go, wherever we end up, we're going to be the Anunnaki.
Yep.
Oh, that's what I was going to say about the genetics and DNA. And they were saying about DNA. Now, they've actually found, they have found a lot of trappers in North America have actually found the hunters and people that go out looking for cryptids have set up traps, twig traps, and they've set up sticky tape traps as well. And what they've done is they've placed food. So when these animals come along, call them what you want, these beings, when they come along, they want to get their hair. Now, they've had their hair before, which has just come loose or it's shed or what have you. Do you know what? They could only get one lineage of DNA from it. They couldn't get any, what they call mitochondrial DNA. They couldn't get any female mother's line DNA from it. Didn't exist. And they said there's 3 or 4 different strands of DNA. None of them really have been recognizable. None of them are recognizable. Now, what they've done is they've decided that these trappers, what they decided to do was put up sticky traps and also put up these twig traps, because they said, well, if you can't get the DNA from the hair, perhaps you need to get the DNA from the follicles. So what they've done is they've got the follicles stuck to this tape and stuck to these twig traps, taken it, sent it off to 4 different big universities in America, right? Universities that have got these laboratories for testing, and some of them deal with the CIA and the FBI and what have you. And they've turned around and said, well, yeah, we have got things from it, but for the DNA structure within this particular animal, this animal can't exist because it wouldn't live long enough. It wouldn't even come into being, because the DNA, the way it's constructed, is completely, it wouldn't work. It would never come into fruition. And he said, well, then we've got to look beyond that then. And they turned around and said, well, no, we're just going to give it an inconclusive.
That's the problem, isn't it? Everything is
that's it. Things like the Smithsonian and things like these laboratories, they're sitting on this stuff, and whoever's in charge of it is not giving you the feedback you need.
Yep.
No.
So what you've got to do is you've got to set up an
everything to do with
independent.
cryptids.
Yeah, you're never going to get to the
Any-
bottom of it. They're never going to tell you what they are.
Yeah. The Smithsonian and the church, the Catholic Church, they hide anything to do with the real history and the precursors to us.
Yeah,
We're like
yeah,
humans 2.0,
yeah.
you know. So
It's our
and they
right.
hide it all.
It's our right to know, isn't it? Really?
Well, we've got 48. We're supposed to have 48 genes in our DNA, aren't we? And we have 46 because two lots are joined together and had a cap put on the end of them, and those caps were put on the end of them to allow us only to live to 120 years old.
Do you know what? That's what they said as well. Actually, you reminded me, Mark. Thank you. They said that the DNA. What was it they said about the DNA? Something about the DNA. They said the DNA that they've got has been manipulated. So all they would say to them is the cryptid DNA has been manipulated somewhere along the line.
So
now, to me, a lot of that screams government.
Well, I don't know if you remember on previous shows, you know, the legend is we came from the native bipedal monkey type thing, and they put their essence, their DNA in us and manipulated our genes. Scientists discovered, I think it was about 10 years ago, they discovered that actually in our evolutionary process, you can see where our DNA has been altered.
Yeah.
And it took 20,000 years for it to work, but in evolutionary terms, that's that. And we went from pooping in our hands and clapping to, I say, oh, being like my farm.
Yeah.
And they said that was done somehow, not by nature. It was done.
See, the thing is, somebody just mentioned there, what did they mention? They talked about, I've lost it now. No, I've lost it. Sorry. They were talking about, I can't think what it was now. But it's been manipulated. It's all been manipulated, I think.
I read recently that this evolution thing, they were talking about Darwin's specimens and everything in this museum that we've got up here.
They're rethinking that now, aren't they?
Yeah,
the theory of evolution bollocks.
They've blown that out of the water and they're saying it's all a load of rubbish.
Yeah.
Hi, Andy.
All right, another one there.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're next.
Hi, Andy.
He's run away.
And they're talking about the Big Bang as well. They're even rethinking the Big Bang now. They're thinking, oh, hang on. This kind of, for whatever reason, they're now coming up with reasons that it couldn't have been that.
The Big Bang, was that like world's fattest man and his missus having a show?
Well, they were talking about the scientists was talking about the Big Bang. I've heard this from many scientists that do their shows and stuff like that. They said it really wasn't a Big Bang. What happened is that the universe is ever expanding, and that's what it was. It was just a small universe, and then expanded in a short amount of time, too.
Yeah.
And it's going to get to the point, isn't it, where it expands, and then all of a sudden it will start coming back in again at some point, they reckon. But they'll probably change their theories on that soon.
I'm sure.
Well, they're now saying we live in they think we live in a hologram. And there's been more and more and more evidence pointing towards we're in a fucking computer game.
Yeah.
So if there is, somebody give me the cheats for unlimited money, please.
I know.
Can I be a ghost in Pac-Man? I love being chased.
Power pill. And you thought,
can I be a multi-millionaire, handsome playboy bastard?
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
You're that handsome playboy bastard.
Yeah, you need your fucking eyes doing.
Better know.
Ooh, he's watching Ghostbusters.
Oh,
I saw that the other day. It's a good film, that. Annabelle.
And we're not going to talk about because I haven't seen it yet.
No. Shut your face.
I started to watch it and I thought it was boring and stopped after 10 minutes. So, yeah.
Don't let no spoilers because Eric hasn't even seen Back to the Future 3 yet.
I just haven't seen a new Ghostbusters yet. Frozen Empire.
If you like horror, comedy, thriller, Abigail.
Oh yeah.
You know the one, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've just started watching it, and then I came upstairs to do this.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see Back to Black. I'm sorry, but I am.
I want to see that.
What's Back to Black?
I want to see the one. Somebody said it wasn't all that.
Back to Black. Yeah. I'm waiting to see that. I saw the latest Exorcist
Take it
film.
easy.
Bye.
I watched the latest Exorcist film because I am.
Oh, was that any good?
I actually really liked it.
Exorcist
I really
or
liked it. The Exorcist, and it does have Linda Blair does make an
Oh, does it?
appearance in this film, and so does her mum.
Yeah,
So,
you showed me
yeah.
that, didn't you? I think you showed me that. That's
Yeah,
quite cool.
so
That's cool
I
in
like-
itself.
It's a good film, and it's based on a true story. Well, the original is anyway.
Yeah,
One of the songs.
That's Amy Winehouse. It's
Yeah,
the
that's it.
film that they've released.
I used to know her dad. I used to talk to him quite often. Nice guy.
That's out there.
Wow.
Nothing is real.
Everything's
It's just
5D.
an illusion.
Like if we're in this game,
Illusion.
Could have been enough. In all this
Going back on that thing you were
Could have been
talking
enough.
about.
It's just an illusion. Do you remember they had the masks on the back of their head when they spun round?
yes.
Sorry.
But
Not
going
really,
back
I
on
think
that
I'm-
thing where you think that.
Oh, Shalimar? No, not Shalimar.
Imagination.
Imagination.
Yeah, I used to love that song.
Oh dear. That's
Before
a song
my
for
time,
you.
I think.
That's just for you. Whoever said that was illusion.
Just an illusion. In all this confusion.
Oh,
Do you know what, Sarah? I'm inclined to agree with you there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Lorna, don't get it
Did that-
confused with Akadaka, because it's not that back to black.
Even though I
What's
did
your-
like the Ghostbusters with all the women in it, that was a pretty good one.
Oh, I like that.
One with the women in it. Oh, I thought that was
Yeah.
a bag of shite.
Bag of shite.
Bag of shite.
Yeah.
I love Right Said Fred.
There's a new thing.
Oh, that band, Right Said Fred, I really like them.
Mhm.
The
Maybe
Fair
that's listening to
Brasses.
me.
I
The
do
Fair
enjoy-
Brasses. Are they brothers or are they?
Yeah.
Yep.
They're very good.
I'm too sexy,
Too sexy for my shirt.
Hang on.
For my shirt.
I'm too sexy for my cat.
Too sexy for my cat.
What do you think about that?
Well, it was funny talking about that we live in an alternate, or not an alternate reality, but kind of like the Matrix.
Yeah.
This guy said, "Yeah, this guy created this reality. Said you all have free will. Go." You know.
See, I don't know. I don't really believe in all that because why would I've got such a shit existence. That
Yeah.
it's like, surely.
That's why I don't believe that.
I like
I
these
can't
ones that
believe in
take,
it all.
positive thought. You can change your life with positive thought.
Positive thought didn't give me 2 hands, 2 feet, lots of money, a really muscly body,
Exactly, mate.
and a
exactly.
bigger thumb.
Exactly, mate. Exactly.
You know why? Because you didn't watch that DVD or read the book called The Gift. The Secret to Success.
Oh, God.
Do you
That
remember
one,
that?
yeah.
Do you remember
Yes.
that?
Yes. Yes. Mm.
The only
Yeah.
people that
So-
make millionaires themselves out of that are the people who authorised it, weren't it? The people who wrote it.
And you didn't read the Celestine prophecy, did you?
No. No. I
Tell you
did read
who's
the Shack, though. I thought that was
been
quite
coming
good.
through? Baba Yaga. A lot of
Do
Baba
what?
Yaga stuff. A lot of Baba Yaga's prophecies have been coming through.
Yep.
Yeah.
I read The Shack. That was quite good. You ever read that?
The what? The shag?
The Shack. The Shag. The Shack.
The shag.
The Shag, Fabe, come on. What the bloody hell is the Shag?
I am not knowing this word. Please explain that.
You bloody bastard, you.
Yes, what are you talking, shag? Yes, son.
Yeah, Matrix films are pretty cool. Matrix
What is
films
it?
are
Oh,
pretty
which
what
cool.
is the
universe
Shag
is it?
about?
The Matrix. There's another film that is to do with the Matrix. Oh, what the hell was it? And I was gobsmacked when I found out.
Oh, I quite liked it, Lorna. I thought it was a bit pushing
I'm
the
gonna have
boundaries
to
of
look, hang on.
reality. But obviously, it would be, wouldn't it? Because it's that type of book. But
Have you read?
Bear
Have you
with me.
watched this film, The Shag? No.
no, read book.
No.
Liv.
Oh.
No.
I think they might have made it into a
haven't.
film. I don't know if they made it into a film.
Shaun of the Dead. I love Shaun of the Dead. I love
Oh,
Nick Frost. Anything to do with
Surely
Nick
they're
Frost.
dead.
And what was that other one that he did along
Boy
with
the
him?
Dead.
Oh, I forgot.
He did a few, didn't he? He did quite.
Yeah, he did the
Three,
Shaun of
wasn't
the Dead, and then they did another one where they were police officers. It was
Yeah,
Fuzz.
it's Fuzz. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
hope
Fuzz.
that's it. Oh.
Champions. TV paranormal podcast in the house.
The
from-
Terminator.
Oh,
The Terminator is in the same universe as the Matrix. The Terminator was written by the same woman, and they were written as a prequel to the Matrix.
Oh, well, there you go then.
Never knew that.
Nettie, can I ask
Waiting
you?
from
Did you
shoplifting. She's waiting from shoplifting tonight.
I was going to say, did you get anything good?
I know. Shopping.
Did you wear
I
your
shopping.
coat with your false arms? And then
Gene Wilder was the best.
one of them
Charlie.
fake pregnancy things. Filling it up with, like, a couple of pounds
Wow,
of
those
steak.
people was, yeah.
Oh,
I
best
think
Charlie.
Johnny Depp was more creepy in the Chocolate Factory than Gene Wilder.
Do you know what? I love Gene Wilder.
I
still
love Gene Wilder.
I love
Gene
all his
Wilder
films.
for me.
The ones he did with
Mm.
Richard Thingy Bob as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah, filling the
Richard-
old brassiere up, are we?
Oh, yeah.
Making her boobs look massive.
Knocking on the neighbour's door saying, "Do you want to buy some ham?"
Woman going out the door. It's like she's got a couple of milk cartons where her tits are meant to be. Matrix Resurrections, yeah.
The Fifth Element's one of my favourite films.
Oh God, the Fifth Element. Yeah, we
I
were
like that. I like that, Tim.
we're more interested in
I
Nettie
like the
shopping
Fifth
now.
Element.
It's one of my favourite films. Multipass.
I love Wilder.
My favourite
Who was it?
film
Which
is
Who
Stir
was the
Crazy.
comedian he did
Oh.
the films with?
That's one of the
Is it?
best films, and it's Stir Crazy.
Oh,
When they
yeah,
make
that
Stir
was
Stir
amazing.
Crazy.
That's a
Richard
good
Pryor.
one.
No. Yeah.
Do you know another film I love that they made was it was in when Richard Pryor. They did the
Hear No
Hear
Evil.
No
See
See
Evil,
no
see
evil,
no
hear
evil.
no evil, no
one was
evil.
deaf and one was blind.
Yeah.
Ah, that was brilliant.
That's me and Dan ghost hunting.
Blind leading the blind.
Both deaf and blind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got Parker. That's just dumb, deaf and blind.
You're coming to see us in June, aren't you, Viv?
What?
You're coming to see us in June, aren't you?
I am
Would,
indeed.
Good film.
Dan like
Good
to come along
movie,
as well?
Sarah Louise.
Good film, Sarah.
Would
Sorry.
Dan like to come along as well?
Dan,
really? Wow.
would you like to come and assist me?
Yes, please. Where? I don't even know what I'm doing. What am I saying? Yes to?
Yorkshire, up here. With
Oh,
me.
I love Yorkshire, me.
It's the second
Yes,
part
please.
of
I'd love to.
Investigation
Thank you.
from that pub.
He can be my assistant, not the glamorous assistant, because he's certainly not glamorous.
My favourite film is Night. That's a good film. That is Ninth Gate.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, was that about the book?
Yes.
I think that's Jumanji you're talking about.
Jumanji.
You know, in every Jumanji film, you know, we see a herd of rhinos go past. There's always one right at the back who's old and knackered. Go,
Yeah, I know. I saw
Me
that.
on investigation.
I just heard heavy breathing in my ear.
Can't beat the original.
Yeah.
Two things you hear from me on investigation. Is it much further going? How many more fucking stairs are there?
Or you go ahead, Viv. I'll just take a rest here. That's what I hear.
Yeah.
Isn't it,
Go,
Jay?
or go on, Parker. You go first.
Oh, I love the original Wicker Man. That was superb.
Parker,
Is that the
he
one with
goes,
Edward Woodward?
you go down them
Yeah.
steps first. I'll take up the rear. That's why
Yeah.
it takes it forever to come down.
Because wasn't the new one Nicolas Cage?
Yeah,
So yeah.
yeah, that
Nicolas
was
Cage
crap.
really good. And then when he got his tax bill, he went shit because he was
Yes,
turning
you're
out-
right. He was amazing. He was superb, wasn't he? Originally, and then
One of my favourite films of his was,
It
is
was.
it Next?
what one's that?
Net, where he can permanently see 15 seconds into his own future.
Oh, maybe.
Rosemary's Baby.
I didn't like
Wow.
Rosemary's Baby.
Oh, that's an old film, isn't it? That's an old
Yeah, I
film,
didn't
isn't it?
like it that
Creepy for
much.
me.
Still a
Never
classic.
heard of it.
Still a classic. You've never heard of it?
Very creepy.
No, never heard of it.
Proper creepy.
You'd be
yeah,
scared, Parker.
like Mark
Seriously, you
says,
would be
very
scared.
creepy.
You'd be scared.
I got scared on
That's
Pennywise,
when he
let alone
gets away with a
anything
lot more
else.
as well in the movie making.
He has to wear
wasn't it?
slippers on the investigation because his own footsteps scare him.
That's you.
I ain't got a Scooby Doo. Mia Farrow, yes,
Oh,
Mia Farrow.
What's
Do you
your
know what?
favourite
I
film,
have to
Lo?
say, but Woody Allen's All You Ever Want to Know About Sex But Were Afraid to Ask.
Do you know, I
Watch
love
that.
Woody
Brilliant.
Allen was fucking hilarious in the day, wasn't
Yeah, that was brilliant.
he? Woody
And
Allen was
obviously
hilarious.
Blazing Saddles.
Superb.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
They
Superb.
Lo,
can't make them like
what's
that
yours?
anymore, do they?
Yeah.
What's your favourite film, Lo?
Oh God, there's actually so many. Do you know I'm really into the Saw franchise now. But I would have to go out and say probably Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That's quality,
The
the original version of
1970
that.
Yeah.
the original version, the 1974 one. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't like what Rob Zombie did to the new Michael Myers movies.
Don't
either,
you
so-
diss my Rob
I
Zombie.
love Rob Zombie.
I
Yeah,
love Rob Zombie, but I don't like the way he did his movies.
Captain Spaulding. Do you remember?
Oh, what a hero he was.
Loved him. He passed away, didn't he, Reece? A couple of years ago?
Yeah, he did. He had cancer, didn't he? Yeah, poor man.
He did, bless him. Yeah.
Sex on a paranormal
Nothing wrong to talk
chat.
about sex in a
No,
paranormal
the
chat.
movie, the Woody Allen movie. The Woody Allen movie.
Yeah, Woody Allen was funny in the day, wasn't
Great, that's
What?
By the way,
I got a
The
question,
Making
right?
Blazing Saddles.
This is a sex question.
Right.
Why is it no paranormal investigators ever see ghosts or replays of said ghosts having sex? Why is it they're just fleeting, passing through,
What
or
the hell do you think
reenacting
ectoplasm is?
something? What? No, but seriously, it's a question it's a
Yeah.
serious question.
I don't know.
You're right. It's nearly always legs below the danglies, or it's above the belly button. You never get.
The whole
Can
lot.
you imagine seeing a ghost Nadja just go past you at face height?
God, could you imagine if you saw a ghost and she was a right salt? I wouldn't
That's
be
what the
filming it.
prince-
I'll be getting trousers off.
The young priests used to. Jesus Christ! The young priests used to do that, didn't they? They used to blame their nocturnal thoughts and having a jodrell on incubus and succubus, didn't they? And he's oh Jesus, I got a demon sitting on me. It grabbed hold of me, told you I couldn't do a fucking thing, you know. And that's what that was all blamed on.
And the other thing is, why don't you see more naked ghosts? You know, like people that how can I explain it and keep it nice? People that might have done things to themselves in the bath and then die naked in the bath, or
Fell in the
know,
shower.
yeah. Why are we only seeing spirits that are clothed? Is it us that's putting that image in here, or
It could be. I
Maybe if you
Dunno.
cross over, you just think I don't want anybody looking straight through my balls, so I'm putting some pants on.
Yeah, but talk to what's his name? Oh shoot, now I can't think of it.
Oh, you can hear Rita go, Baba.
I know.
but the thing is, like this is a serious question.
It's true that you don't see a naked ghost.
No.
Why aren't we
No.
getting photographs of this? Why aren't we talking about it? Why is it more about haunted dolls, haunted items?
We should throw that in as a subject to the Jerry Doom.
Hmm.
Yes.
Naked ghosts.
I don't think there's no answer for it, is it? Really? I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe
It
you
would
should
be
ask
cool.
Over.
maybe you can ask Cal Cooper when you next speak to him.
You've actually
True,
just,
though, isn't it? You've never walked into a room and
you've
seen a
actually
ghost.
just reminded me. I need to message him. Good
You've
thinking,
never walked
Batman.
into a room and seen a ghost knocking one out. Yeah.
Well, there is a ghost of a monkey knocking one out.
There you go.
The
Then.
masturbating ape that's seen
There
in
you
that.
go then.
Yeah, but not naked ghosts. It's weird.
Leave that ghost out of this. She's only 5 years old. Jesus. Leave ghost out of this. She's only 5 years old, you filthy perv.
All my kids are naked.
You
Reality.
saw a really crappy looking bird.
I've got one for you. All of you. When you go and it's your time to cross over, because I know when I cross over, I'm not scared of dying now because I realise that this is just a vehicle we drive about to
Yeah,
interact
definitely.
on this realm. And when this vehicle dies and the MOT's knackered, we go on to the next realm. So when we go on to the next realm, do we visualize ourselves with clothes, or like Dan's probably going to do, is he going to visualize himself without clothes, a massive todger, and he's going to be going around chasing everybody, going, "Whoa!"
Oh, what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn up naked, right? I'm going to turn up naked at somebody's house and say to them, right, completely bowl naked. They wake up in the night, they'll sit at the end of the bed, right, and I'll turn around and say, "Can you see me knob? Because it's been so many years since I have."
You're going to teabag everybody in
Like that.
investigations, aren't you?
Ghost.
Just going to come up, just go, "Fuck." And there'll be somebody there going, "Did I just feel something go like that and slap on my eyes? What was that?"
Was he frightening? They'll say, he gave me the willies.
But Dan,
You can see him doing it, can't you?
I think we all think like that, Sarah. We all want to do that, I'm sure.
I thought you was going to do ghost farts and pick the face of people you
Oh,
didn't
I'm going to
like.
have big ghost thumps in their face. I'm going to do ghost thumps in their mouth.
It's just so funny.
It's got to be done, isn't it? Then wipe me ass on their curtains.
There we go.
Dan, when
I
I've
go, look at
crossed
that
over,
terrible
come
skin
and
all
find me.
up the curtains.
When I've crossed over, come and find me, because I'm going to get up to mischief with you. We've got to
Oh,
be
mate,
putting
we've
all
got to do it.
the
We've got to do it.
right.
We've got to do it.
We've got to.
To you,
Right,
Dan.
you two. Mark, you're picking this week. It's your fault next week.
What?
What you got there, Eric? I thought he's... Hey, Eric's doing it.
The Punisher!
My
Go ahead.
cards rule. Tell me when to stop, Mark.
I just wanted him to go.
Mark, you're terrible. Oh, I've missed you, Mark.
Did you see? Holy cow.
Rachel's better now, so she's back at work. So
bless her.
Tuesdays and Sundays every fortnight I can do. I
One,
think she's watching
two,
now. Actually. I'm not sure. I think she's watching.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. Or 8.
He's taking them all out of the jar, isn't he?
Three.
Oh dear. I love Eric's accent.
Oh, flashlight torch versus torch experiment.
Oh,
I thought you said fleshlight versus torture experiment. What
Flashlight.
have I let myself into?
well, I've got some reading to do.
Oh. Hey, that's a good idea. Torture experiment. Wait.
Torture experiment.
No, it's a flashlight torch experiment. You know, where you.
Oh yeah.
Switch it
Switch
on.
it off.
Yeah.
So I talk.
See, I'm not sure about that at all. Because
I'm
I know
bollocks.
you can make torches to just barely touch it. It'll come on.
Load
Or
of old bollocks, isn't it?
I could choose one more.
Do
No,
that
just
one.
leave it
and
as that.
That one and another one.
And another one? Okay. I picked this one then. This will be my fault then.
Oh, did I have to
Always.
pick two? Sorry, I didn't know.
Shadow people.
Hey!
What was
What was
that?
it?
Shadow people.
Got Hank Marvin, that sort of.
Shadow Just remember, shadow people that flash.
Yes.
Nice, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I think we've brought it quite nicely to the end of the show. Lo, do you want to tell people what you've got coming on this week?
Thursday we have got a guest. We have Ian Highness from Black Country Radio coming on. So that'll be a really interesting one. On Friday, not anyone's finding out about Friday, not even the hosts. So Friday, not even the viewers.
Just call
So
it surprise!
surprise! I might say surprise,
Surprise, there's not going to be a
motherfucker.
show.
No, there is going to be a show, but I'm telling nobody nothing.
Because you don't know yet.
She's
I
got
do
a
know,
twink-
Bob Bag. Shut up.
She got that cheeky twinkle in her eye, look.
Yeah.
See, I told you.
I can't turn this off, and my phone's ringing, and I can't turn it off. It's ringing in my ears.
Yeah, Dan, message me. Let me know if you want to come to that investigation.
I will do, brother. Will do. Thank you.
All right, and I will see you guys later then. Everybody, thank you for joining us all. And
Dark
listen,
Mirror.
and Viv, thank you very much for hosting us and inviting me. Thank you.
Dark Mirror on tonight, on Monday.
Yeah, we're back on Monday night, 9:30, with our usual irreverent take on UFOs and cryptozoology and conspiracy theories and general madness and nuttiness from here and across the pond.
Cool.
Dan and Eric are back tomorrow with our lovely guest that we are just going to call the Crystal Lady herself. So if you want to know who she is, tune in tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
Is that who I think it is?
It might be.
It probably is.
Yeah.
But we will see you. And if you miss any of the shows, you can always watch on catch up. Just a quick update. We are extending the competition to the end of this month. So you're still in with a chance. If you want to win some Simply Spooky goodies, just name the ghost. You have to private message or DM the page to submit your entry. And as soon as we receive them, we will be looking at those and we will be announcing the winners.
What is this competition, yeah? You see, you never trust the man in black. He does not know these things. What is it?
Just name the Simply Spooky Ghost logo, and there will be discussions, and we will, all the show hosts will be discussing which one should win.
Let's go.
So, yeah, take care, everyone.
What a little girl.
Bye, everyone.
I'll see you in a week. I'll see you through the window.